Hi everyone, here's Ray again, one more time with Wohler USA. We're here to talk about the A450 Combustion Analyzer. Again, before we get started, feel free to check out WohlerUSA.com or give our sales reps or technical reps a phone call at 978-750-9876. They'll be more than glad to help you out, point you in the right direction, and let you know exactly what you need for your job or your project. Let's get started talking about the A450. So the A450 is part of our Combustion Analyzer family. Simply said, all this piece of equipment is designed and built to do is to make sure that your gas burning or fuel burning combustion system is running at the design parameters specified by the manufacturer that receives guidelines from the federal government. Let's go ahead and turn this thing on and talk about some of the key features and highlights of the A450 Combustion Analyzer. Once the power sequence comes on, you'll begin to notice a timing or status bar. This is indicating it's zero time. While the pump is running, it's getting a measure and reading of the atmosphere that it's in. This will let it zero and balance itself out so that you can start a new service or inspection process. Before you do this, please make sure that this piece of equipment is at a minimum of 10 to 15 minutes in the ambient temperature area in where you're going to be performing your inspection. Therefore, it does not receive any false readings of temperature or any gases in the air. Once the A450 is done zeroing out, you can go ahead and turn the pump off. This will help reduce wear and tear on the pump itself and also increase battery life for your unit. One of the features that makes this one stand out from the crowd is that the entire functionality and access to the features are solely done via touchscreen. There is no other unit in the market that delivers that kind of performance with this kind of visibility, as well as a HD LED display. On the startup screen, once it's finished, you're going to begin to notice all your gas readings are up on the table as initially demonstrated. Let's go through some of the features on the actual process itself. Here, you'll notice that your main header screen is on the very top side. You'll have the combustion analysis function. You'll have the manifold pressure, also known as manometer. Your manometer is on the bottom side of the actual unit. Typically want to use a 1/4-inch hose for this function. You also have your temperature, which allows you to measure ambient temperature and stack temperature as well with a K-type probe. You can hit the natural gas button, which is already prompted to. This takes you to the array of different gases that you can perform function tests or any gas function test for the combustion system you're inspecting. We have regular natural gas, oil, biofuel, propane, and even digester gas. You can also introduce a new gas that you can use on a custom basis by a user-defined block. Once you hit it, it will take you and walk you through a menu that will allow you to put in your own parameters for a gas that you may be specializing in during that inspection process. If you hit the menu button, this will take you to the main screen where all of your functions that you'll be performing are held. Again, keep in mind, this is all done via touchscreen. Your customer data information and upload or creation of a new customer is on the very bottom of the screen. Follow the prompts where it says Add Customer. It'll take you through the entire menu where you can set up your customer and their equipment. Next, you have your setup screen. Within your setup screen, you can change your date, time, as any other unit would be able to. But keep in mind, the difference is here, we're not toggling with a joystick or a pad. We're now using a touchscreen configuration. If you can use a smartphone, you can use the A450. You can go right into your combustion test by hitting the CO button and having your graph read completely from here. Besides seeing the graph for the combustion analysis here, you can go back to the main screen and view and read all of your other efficiency testing, such as temperature on the stack, temperature on the ambient side, as well as your other gases such as oxygen. One of the key functions and features is that this has the ability to mirror a smartphone, Android or iPhone. Simply download the A450 Wohler application on your Android or on your Apple phone, and there you can mirror exactly what you're looking at reading-wise, save, download, screen record, screenshot, and also you can download the information from the unit itself to a PC as a spreadsheet. Manipulate it how you see fit, and then you can disseminate that information to whoever may need it, whether it's your company you work for personal files, or the customer you're helping. Here's a quick glimpse on the A450 application on an Android system. Simply follow the prompts when connecting it to the Wi-Fi configuration with your system, connect it. Once you connect it, you can view live graphing and live information on the phone. Here, you press the manifold pressure test, and it'll begin to graph here once you have a hose hooked up, reading vacuum or lack thereof. We notice that on the very bottom, there is the TA reading, which is the ambient temperature that we're reading outside. You can hook in a K-type clip into the unit on the bottom for an external temperature probe that we offer as an option on up model kits or as an accessory on its own. The top side is your temperature stack, or the stack temperature of the unit. That temperature probe is located inside of the gas probe itself in a bimetal configuration that sends a signal to the unit and displays temperature on the screen. From here, you can go into your settings. Your settings will allow you to change your date and time, as well as change your signal configuration within the unit itself. You can change from a 12-hour time to a 24-hour military standard time. On your setup menu, you can also have your particular information as a customer, service contractor, or a company under where it says custom logo. Simply follow the prompts and fill out your information for your company, or if you're just a proprietary standalone user, your personal information, email, contact, and address as well. If you toggle all the way to the very bottom, you'll notice that there is in the second to lowest bar an item that says signals, and there's a button next to it that says change. From there, you can highlight any of your active signals that the probe is picking up, and you can replace them with any of the signals that are on standby. Simply highlight that one signal and hit the signal on the right-hand side of what you want to replace it with. And now, it is invertly changed. If you want to go from Fahrenheit to Celsius, simply hit and highlight it, and do it again, and it will go from Fahrenheit to Celsius. To insert or add customers into your database, simply hit the customer button and follow the instructions on adding a customer. This prompt will also take you into the customer name, customer number if you have an associated system through your company, their information, their system they're using, along with the serial number. And that will help you process and do your inspections and save them to that data, as well as the system that that customer owns. One of the things that holds this one separate from many other units is you can mirror your unit to your Android or your iPhone. Simply download the A450 Wohler app, connect it to the Wi-Fi system, and you will now have a mirror image that you can save, screen record, download, save for files, and also transmit emails or text messages to customers or your company so they can receive information for that customer for future use. You can also use the IR printer that we offer, or most IR printers in the market also function well with this system. Not to mention, there is a USB connection cord down here, which you can also download the information, save it as a spreadsheet, and send it or keep it for your future use or inspection for that particular customer's home system. One of the fun features that the A450 has that most contractors absolutely love is the extremely strong 4 magnets on the backside. Here, let me demonstrate what that looks like when you put it up onto a furnace or a boiler. Pretty strong. Vertically, takes a lot of strength. That's going to wrap up the features and highlights for the A450 Combustion Analyzer. If you have any questions whatsoever, again, please don't hesitate to call us. We're more than glad to help you out and set you up with the right kit for the A450 or any of the larger industrial kits and the A550 Combustion Analyzer as well. Reach out and call us at 978-750-9876 or come look at our various products, all of our high-quality video inspection systems and HVAC tools on WohlerUSA.com. And again, we're here to help you have a better service day and a better project at the end of the day.